Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun na wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun na wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Good morning, good afternoon to you, and top of the day or the moment to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. You can share the broadcast as you are joining. Okay, give your thumb up before you settle down, and then relax and enjoy another explosive session with me today. The news making the round and the video making the round from the Minister of Justice of Nigeria, Minister of Injustice of Nigeria, Abubakar Malamu, is something of concern. That should be of concern to everyone who still have their mind intact, I'll say. The Attorney General of the country, apart from the national negotiator, the national minister for national coordinator for banditry and amnesty for banditry, Gumi, and his pal, lapdog, Usman, whatever, who came out to call the gatherings of the southern governors, the gathering of clowns, gathering of comedians. They never got the approval of their Fulani masters before they had that Asaba meeting. Asaba meeting really got to these guys, not in a little way. But you see, this is the first time that the southern political leaders, for example, governors, came together to make a declaration that should signify the intention of the people to protect themselves against the invading Fulani terrorists who are now everywhere. It's an open and, what do you call it? A legitimate intention, a legitimate stand. But this hasn't settled down well with the elite, the political criminals from northern Nigeria.
And this calls for concern because we all saw the meeting. We saw the outcome. We read the communique. When the Attorney General of Nigeria, I told you, I said I was waiting for the presidency, your presidency, garbage Isewu or garbage Shehu, Femi Okonu Adesina and co. I was waiting for their own rebuttal as well to condemn Southerners for asking for security of their own people, to stop. Listen, the declaration was on many things, okay? Now, one of them that really got these guys angry, seriously, as we speak, is the ban on open grazing. Open grazing is where you see cows on your road, on your streets, you know what I mean? On your farm, trespassing. There is a trespassing law. Or if you trespass on people's property in Nigeria, you can be arrested and prosecuted. And if you get killed for trespassing on people's properties in Nigeria, you will die guilty, right? But not for a Fulani terrorist with his cows. So the Southerners said, well, the only way to identify criminals are those who have no base, no identity, no nothing, who just move in everywhere with their guns and all of that, and their cows. We want to stop that. We don't want cows in our cities anymore. That was too much to ask, okay? And also, we don't want people bringing cows to southern Nigeria on foot anymore. If you have a cow business that you are running from northern Nigeria, what stops you from putting them on that their Buhari train? At least Buhari is constructing train, isn't he? I mean, he is, Abi. Why don't you, as a businessman, put those cows? You want to come and sell the cows to us, Abi? Then bring them in a normal way, not by endangering our lives, endangering the lives of our people, and turning our own economy into tatters by destroying them with this terrorism. That should be the law, but that is not the law. Nigeria is a country where they operate two laws, okay? And in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, there's something they called Sharia. Sharia is meant for Muslims, Muslim countries. They don't give a damn about whether you are not a Muslim in that part, okay? Now, they did not consult the Southerners. That, we are going to start a law in northern Nigeria, and this law is for Sharia, and you should never, number one, come and build any hotel in northern Nigeria. We don't want you to come and sell any alcohol in northern Nigeria. Then the southern Nigerians will say, okay, all of us from southern Nigeria, you have heard this declaration, don't go to northern Nigeria with alcoholic drinks. But there was nothing like that. They boldly told us that northern Nigeria, their own part, is an Islamic republic, part of Nigeria. Nobody questioned it. Nobody protested it. There was no southern leader, southern governor, southern this or whatever meeting to condemn that. In the same Nigeria, meanwhile, in that same Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, where you have most of the companies, where the environment is a little bit favorable to them to run their businesses, including to sell alcohol, so that government can collect tax from it. The irony, I mean, the hypocrisy part of it is that these guys who made this law and they enforce that law, they are collecting VAT from the same alcoholic sale in Nigeria. The alcoholic money is not haram, but back in northern Nigeria, they have a police they put together. They did not consult the southern Nigeria, that they are putting their own special police force in place. Okay, we were reading about it in the papers, and they were doing their things. Do you get that now? Nobody was consulted. Nobody condemned that. In fact, they did all of this under a southern president, so as for you to know that they were able to do all they wanted. Nobody questioned that. Obasanjo allowed them to start Sharia in Zamfara and in Borno and other places that they have been practicing that Sharia. Then in Kano, they started the police. In Kaduna, they started the police. They called them Isba. Isba is Islamic. Kano state is not just for Muslims. We have Christians there. You have those who don't have any religion there. But you see those people, they are the endangered people in Kano. You see those people who are not Muslims, who will not obey that Sharia, or who are caught up in that Sharia. They are there. They are living in that place. So they are supposed to be Nigerians. So they were not consulted. They don't give a damn about anybody. Do you get that now? No alarm, no protest, no nothing. We're reading about it. Sha, don't bring your Sharia here. Sha, don't bring your Sharia here. Then, like magic, they appointed a Sharia magistrate judge, Tanko Technicality, the plane driver, Babalawo Ife. They appointed him to come and head the judiciary of a secular country. Somebody that studied their Sharia became a judge through their Sharia. And they are telling us that we have to accept that because Nigeria is a secular country. What is wrong? A law is a law. He studied the law in Sharia. Then he also studied something about the secular law. Really? Of course, they were able to get away with it. The Fulani terrorists who started killing and kidnapping people, they started from the northern Nigeria. They infiltrated Adamawa, infiltrated Taraba, infiltrated southern Kaduna, infiltrated Benue, infiltrated Plateau State, infiltrated so many of these middle beltern states, these central states, right? And killed thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, murdered, slaughtered. People turned to refugees, right? There was no condemnation of a kind. There was no legislation of a kind. Rather, any legislation or any law or any effort to prosecute these killers, to prosecute these terrorists. Rather, the government of Nigeria kept pushing it, and they kept pushing it, that it is the right thing to give these terrorists land that they demand, or else, what else do you want us to do? We started a livestock program. We said everybody should give them land. Meanwhile, giving them land is actually not the intention. There have been many Fulanis who have been given or ignored to occupy lands in Yoruba land, right, for decades now. Nobody questioned them because they never had the audacity to attack their host like what we are witnessing today. So people gave them land and they paid with their they paid the price with their lives. So the intention was not just to give them land. The intention was to give them land and make them create local government areas for these invading terrorists. So they were on their side. So for years now, the argument was about accept to give them land or just give up your land or your lives. Even Femi Okunu Adesina came out to tell us your land or your lives. Let's now cut the long story short. The southern governors ceremonially came out that enough, we are not going back. We are going to ban open grazing, even though they don't have any resources to ban any open grazing. Forget it. It's all jokes, okay? They started the Bubeagu in eastern Nigeria. They brought in their police IG, brought in their military representatives, brought in their Fulani leader representatives to come and endorse Ebubeagu, Ebuberat, Ebubeku, or Ebube Lizard, as some people would love to call them. We were witnessing that. That didn't reduce the killings, the massacring of people in that part of the country, in eastern Nigeria. The Ebonyi state is still boiling, not just from the fire set by the terrorists, but also fire set by the Nigerian army, the Nigerian uniformed terrorists, the Nigerian army, right? Ebube couldn't stop that. In southwest Nigeria, we started what they called Amotekun. Amotekun, a joke. At the end of the day, they brought in brought in the IG, brought in the Fulani terrorist representatives, brought in Miyetti, brought in so many of all these guys to endorse that. That didn't protect our people in Ojaodon. Our people in Ojaodon, they are now refugees in Benin Republic. They've been refugees in Benin Republic since February. Ogun State government continue to pretend that never happened. More people are joining them every day as you are watching this video. Our people rose to defend themselves. Sunday Igboho became their target. They started inviting him. They wanted to arrest him. They wanted to kill him. They wanted to demoralize everybody. And those who are supposed to be the political leaders in Yoruba land, they kept quiet, they kept mute, or they were actually the saboteurs, like Opuzo Dingba of Owerri, the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State. That's exactly what the Yorubas are also doing. Until when they ceremoniously came out to say, boom. But it seems that it's not going down well with them. Not just to ban open grazing, by the way. The southern governors also came out to say they were demanding for restructuring of Nigeria. They were demanding for the review of political appointment into the federal government and all of that, and federal government agencies. All the things they told us that never mattered. I'm talking about those who told you that Buhari could appoint anybody from anywhere, that could work with him from anywhere. Now, he appointed jihadists, terrorist apologists, who have now put the lives and the lives of our people in danger, our existence in extreme danger, right? So they ceremoniously came out to ask for restructuring, to ask for the review of this appointment, to ask for a national dialogue, and all of these other useless stuff they demanded for. But guess what? Those demands, as legit, as valid as they are, as we also know that they don't have the balls to push it, somehow, they were able to touch some nerves. The Abubakar Malami came out and he said, those governors are as guilty as Buhari, as the jihadist federal regime you have in Nigeria, okay? And he is right. You have 3 tiers of government in Nigeria, Abi, the federal government, the state government, the local government, which is the closest to the people, Abi. This federal government, that one hijacked all the federal all the resources in the country, then give a stipend to the state, give stipend to the local government, and the governors in turn, turn around, and they now enslave the local government finances and resources and turn it into their own family piggy bank. They turn local government areas into family piggy bank. They denied the governance getting closer to the people. Things that were supposed to be ordinary things that should be built, constructed, developed, managed, and financed, funded by the local government administrations. The governors stole that away. Now everybody wants to blame federal government like we are doing right now, and the governors too want to blame federal government for restructuring. When the real restructuring is in fact going to kick all of them out of that position as governors, we will not have governors again in Yoruba land when Oduduwa Republic happened. If they want a restructuring that people are asking for, there will be no governors in Yoruba land. There will be no status of assemblies from every state in Yoruba land. We will restructure the same way we want to be governed. There was a way we were governed before now. So Malamu replied and he said, the governors should go and free the local government. You know the blame game. Now you cause them, now me cause them, now your fault, now you know what I mean? While the people die from the consequences of their greed, incompetence, and selfishness as well. Right? Let me play you the video. It's about 5 minutes long. The exact where I'm coming to from that video is the last 2 minutes of that video of what Malamu said about the Southern Nigerian governors meeting and banning open grazing. Malamu single-handedly, you have 17 states from Southern Nigeria, by the way, 17 states. In the area they call Niger Delta, they have 5 states, I believe. The Eastern Nigeria, Biafra land, they have about 5 states as well. Yoruba land have, I think we have 6. Where is the 7th one? Right? 17 states in Southern Nigeria. And I think, now 17. You have the Yoruba governors. You have the Igbo governors. You have the Ijo governors and Yoruba governors there, Abi, making up that contingent of or a delegation of Southern Nigeria governors, right? But Malamu, a Fulani criminal, a thief, a Fulani terrorist apologist, a misfit, a total product, a complete product of a quota system that brought Nigeria to where Nigeria is today, is singled out the Igbos from that meeting. And it is deliberate. When he was talking and he was comparing the position of the southern governors, you know what he said? He said, if southern governors can come together and ban the movement of Nigerians, gaslighting, what if the Igbo governors tomorrow rise up and they ban the business of spare parts? Please, between me and you, between me and you, which nationality in Nigeria deals in business of spare parts? Can you tell me? Well, I'll tell you. They are the Igbos. 99% of spare part dealers, manufacturers, producers in Nigeria, importers and exporters, 99% of them are Igbos. He singled them out to gaslight them so that they can say it is the Igbos that ban open grazing in southern Nigeria. Do you get that? It is called gaslighting and it is intentional. If people are telling you that Nigeria is united, it's a mirage that you should be old enough, very old enough to be able to understand. It is a mirage that only the tenor of Bokwari finally exposed the lie of one Nigeria. How could he single out the Igbo businessmen to gaslight them for a decision to stop the movement of cows and guns into southern Nigeria that has led to destructions of lives and properties, people kidnapped, right? Farms destroyed, villages, communities ransacked, destroyed, people turned to refugees in another country. How does that make a comparative analysis when we are talking about spare parts? It is intentional. You have no idea. Let me play it for you. Maybe that will help. Watch this.
Constitutional structures to operate optimally.
So when the southern governors are asking for restructuring, you're throwing back to them that they need to go and restructure their state. Is that what you're saying?
It's truly, because they cannot deny, for example, the local government to operate optimally. They cannot deny the autonomy of the legislature, state legislature, and state judiciary, and still be clamoring for restructuring. What structuring are we talking about?
But those who have, for example, let's take one item at a time.
Yes.
The issue of devolution of power.
Yes.
Do you think that the federal government carries too much? The concurrent and the exclusive legislative list, do you think that it should be tampered with?
All powers are indeed embedded in financial autonomy. What have they done to allow the local government structures to operate optimally? Take, for example, a situation whereby a local government council is entitled, among others, to participate in the security arrangement of a state. And then the local government council chairman is denied of the fund to run the local government. With the fund, he can now deploy the resources down to the village head, down to some other associations operating with it. But now you deny him the resources available to make them available to a village head. Even if a village head has intelligence report about a criminal existing within the society, he is denied of the limited resources that he could use to come over to the local government council chairman to notify him, for the local government council chairman to come over to the state DSS headquarters, for example, or the police to notify. Then what are you talking about?
So you will not advise the president to listen to those calls for restructuring?
They should address it at their own level first, and then let us see what happened before now coming over to the president. It's not about the president. It's about denial of the functionality of the structures at the bottom, at the lower level. And that is what indeed restructuring is all about. If you allow the state legislature to operate optimally, the checks and balances required will be there. If you allow the local government council to operate optimally, the necessary development in terms of devolution of powers are there. But once you deny them the resources to operate, the autonomy to operate, then certainly you cannot, you do not have a legitimate right to clamor, to perhaps agitate for any restructuring. So, because you are not a believer in allowing the process to operate optimally in terms of taking its natural course.
So for you, restructuring call is dead on arrival.
I don't even understand what they are talking about restructuring against the background of denial of the other existing structures to operate.
So they also called, that they asked and they said, actually, that they've banned open grazing across southern region of the country. What's your view on that?
Well, it's about constitutionality. Within the context of the freedoms expressed in our constitution, enshrined in our constitution, can you deny a right of a Nigerian? For example, it's as good as saying, perhaps maybe the northern governors coming together to say that they prohibit spare parts trading in the north. Does it hold water? Does it hold water for a northern governor to come and state expressly that he now prohibits spare parts trading in the north?
But when the governors came together and said, this is the problem that we've seen, and this is the solution, and they felt, look, the solution will be stop the open grazing across the land, stop the transportation by foot of cattle.
If you are talking of a constitutionally guaranteed right, the better approach to it is to, perhaps, you have spoken earlier about the constitutional amendment, is to go back to ensure the constitution is amended. The constitution, freedom and liberty of movement, among others, is established by the constitution. If by an inch you want to have any compromise over it, the better approach is to go back to the National Assembly. Open grazing should be prohibited, and see whether you can have the desired, perhaps, support for the constitutional amendment in that respect. But it is indeed a dangerous position for any governor in Nigeria to think that he can bring about any compromise on the freedom and liberty of individuals to move around.
Does that make sense to you now? Exactly. He's talking about law. He's talking about law. He's avoiding, he's avoiding the, what do you call it, the crime, that led to this decision. Okay? He's talking about the movement of Nigerians. So the Fulani terrorists killing us now, they are Nigerians, Abi. They are actually, they are free to move everywhere, Abi. That's exactly what he's saying. And that is exactly everyone who believes that, or listen to these guys, are also saying, okay? Not indirectly, not anything, directly to you, okay? That the terrorists can move about and you have no right to stop them by any means, any law. You are just joking. Now that is Bokwari talking. So for those who are waiting for Bokwari to come and talk to them, you don't have to wait anymore, okay? Just know that he just spoke to you now. But did you hear where he actually continuously used or repeatedly used spare parts? It is called dog whistle. How many of you remember that audio? Let me see if I can find the audio here and play that for you. How many of you remember this audio call between Ibikunle Amosun and Borno State Governor? What's his name again? He's now a senator in Nigeria making laws for you. He said, you know, their target were the Igbos, and it's for a reason, because they believe that they can do anything they want. So what we're going to do is that we're going to destroy everything that Igbos possibly think they hold dear, the oil and everything. They're going to start all businesses as Igbos does, and then they will ruin the one they are doing before they finally break up Nigeria. Let me see if this will play out there. Listen.
still know that we are significant politically, and they allowed us to maintain some position. But in the case of Yorubas, they were sliced out of the whole system. So, no. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Kule. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Honestly, I accept your congratulations, even though I'm PDP. Because I remember one time when the fighting in Borno, when there are people who are being killed left and right. Then I said, do you remember one time when our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north? Of course. I remember you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today, our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of Nigerian army to Maiduguri until when Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as the president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us. So really, today I understand why we have to have the presidency, honestly. No, it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants, by the killing, listen to me, Kule, a section of Yoruba supported Buhari, listen to me, please, killing the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody in the, and today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised as from today, so long as he's my brother from the north, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again.
That's right.
Because I have learned how to support my people from what I have seen with Igbos and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan. Man, you must thank God for Yoruba. Yoruba supported Buhari, otherwise we don't have come. No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you what I'm coming. Listen to me, a section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this clear. You understand? We are all politicians. Yes. The Tinibus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian. Yes. So or not so? Yeah, you are right. Abi? Okay. Yes, you are right. Now, all along, a Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in the south to rule him than a Hausa man from the north. That's the truth about it. So, fortunately, I'm coming, sir. Let me learn. Fortunately, the center is controlled by non-Muslim, non-Northerners. Are you getting me? And Jonathan, fortunately for the North, Jonathan decided to use religion and slice the Yorubas to the extent, for the first time, Yorubas were divided religiously. To the extent Muslims, Yorubas stood their ground and said they were not supporting Jonathan. They even refused to attend the meetings of the Jonathan. The papers are there, their statements are there in the papers. So or not so, sir? No, it is there. That's the truth. It's there. Even when he went, there were some few Muslim leaders who met Jonathan. The Supreme Council of Islam of Western Nigeria or Yoruba land came out clearly and said no, they disagreed. Do you get me? We know the population of Yoruba, close to 80%, or let's say close to 60% are Muslim. This man constituted a national conference. This is the Yorubas that were saying it. We read it and we had them saying it. Yes. So that succeeded in dividing the Yoruba themselves. Now, two, the humiliation. Who have not gone to school to realize now, I say they are powerful. They are the one who give these people land to stay. They are the one who give them food by the power of God. Yes. They are the one who accommodated them by the power of God. Do you get me? Yes. Now, Tinubu and the Yorubas generally carried what happened to them and went to Kaduna and met them in Kaduna and begged them that we have to put our head together. Look, sir, let me tell you the truth and find out. At a point, the Yoruba, being humiliated under Jonathan, were even considering to cut off and put the Oduduwa Republic. But they realized if they do that, the Igbos were completely in charge of finance, civil service, security, and everything. If they dare do that,
now if they not dying very good.
Exactly. I'm coming now. The Yoruba now.
You didn't benefit at all.
I'm coming. Yes, the Yoruba at the point, the Yoruba intelligence at the point realize that if they cut off, the Igbos will finish them. If they stay as it is and Igbo continue ruling, they will be completely finished. Before Jonathan, significant part of the economy, who are the accountants are Yorubas, who are the judiciary and lawyers are Yorubas, who are the civil service are Yorubas. Today you can't find any one of them. So or not so. So that's why the Yorubas say, even if we want to leave this country, we must get this power out of the hand of the Igbos and reposition ourselves.
The Northerners really benefited from that Jonathan too much, Alaji.
Hey,
we have the calculations of the
we agree. What can he do? He must now. He must. He wouldn't do just that. He must. He knows that we can do it. He must deal with us. So that was why the Yoruba said no. Whatever it is. So, but what I assure you,
let's keep on praying for President Buhari.
Oga, we have learned our lesson.
We have been in our area here now. They pray for him too.
We have learned our lesson. Kule.
We pray for the because
and even
our daughter.
No, to tell you the truth, the northern people, notwithstanding the presidency, honestly, the trust at least of the southeast is finished. And I assure you too, in Yoruba land, listen to me. I am coming. I am coming.
Really helped Northerners in 1979.
I am coming, please.
They helped Shagari.
Listen to me. Not that they help themselves, gentlemen, please. We don't need anybody in this country. They help themselves. Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. Between cars, industries, and human beings, who are more in number?
I did not know now.
Not number. I'm not talking of population. I'm talking of economy now. I'm talking of cars, the motors that we drive.
Yes.
And industries that we have.
Yes.
If you put them on one part and you put human being on the other part, who are more in number?
Cars are more.
Cars are more than human beings.
Human being.
If you put fuel and food by the side, which one is consumed more?
In food now.
Good. And we have food. So Igbos are actually helping themselves. Let me tell you, even in Yoruba land, let me tell you what they will do to Igbo this time. What Oba of Lagos said that we are pushing them to the ocean. Most of this market that are banning in Lagos, look at it, they are Igbo-dominated markets. You get me?
Are you following?
In fact, some Yorubas were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbos to come and dominate them. And it's over now.
It's lying.
It's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. You get me?
Listen.
Fashola for the past 5 years have refused to approve any industry, especially pharmaceutical, to Igbo people. Find out.
You are right. I get you. Are right.
Do you get me?
Right.
So the Yorubas in this.
Are you following?
Years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we in the north want to be useless again, let us be. But Yoruba people in the 4 years, they want to control their land completely. That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status.
It's been 6 years, so they never give Lagos special status.
Kind of semi-regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. It means nobody again will control Lagos. The indigenous of Lagos are the ones that are going to control Lagos.
Lies.
They can form land policies. Do you get me? They may decide to say, you as a Yoruba man in Lagos, you will pay 5,000 naira per annum for a land. As me as a Hausa man, I will pay 10,000 naira. Igbo man will pay 1 million naira.
You're listening.
This is why they are heading for. Do you get me? So now, unfortunately, again, the attitude of the Igbos have made the illiterate Northerners who have not gone to school to realize now, I say they are powerful. They are the one who give these people land to stay. They are the one who give them food by the power of God. They are the one who accommodated them by the power of God. Do you get me?
You digged that the two of them talking, they were both governors in 2015. Today, they are both senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. constitutional amendments and all of that, where they know that they have their dummies there, the rubber stamp Senate that's going to give them approval for all the jargons. Do you know? I don't know if you have read it as well. Have you read it where they said, if you pay ransom to terrorists in Nigeria now, if you are kidnapped and you pay ransom, you are going to go to 15 years imprisonment. They are working on that bill now. Animals in government. And they feel like they've controlled everything. They've taken over everywhere and they can do whatever they like, unchallenged. They lie. Tell them. I mean, I like the fact that many people know that they live in their own world. They live in their own illusion. Even though they brought war, right? They don't have the capacity to actually achieve whatever agenda they are pushing. Yes, they are putting our people's lives in danger and they believe they are getting away with it. Of course they are not, and they won't. I picked up something that I want to share with you. As they are telling us that we have no right to protect ourselves, you must have heard about Ebubeagu, the Ebube lizard, right? I told you, if Ebubeagu's work was to stop the Fulani terrorists, it would be great once they meet the ESN in the forest. They should be comrades in arms against terrorists, Abi? Of course not. Mind you, they put together, apart from the fact that the governor of Imo State, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State, Opus Otinjo, invited and publicly claimed responsibility for inviting the soldiers to come and hunt down every Igbo man and woman that identify as IPOB. The governor invited them. And they have been doing that job for him now for the past 6 months, non-stop. Where they deceitfully put together what they call a Ebube lizard to protect the Igbo land. From who? That's the question, right? Probably you know the answer too. It wasn't to protect the Igbo land from the Fulani terrorists. They still have their cows in Enugu. They still have their cows in Ebonyi. They are still roaming everywhere with their guns in Anambra. They are everywhere in Abia. Go anywhere in even in this Cross River and the rest. They are everywhere. The ban on open grazing is just a toothless bulldog threat. So it's nothing to take serious. However, how could you put together a security force only to hunt down and kill your own people who have committed no crime, but just standing up to defend themselves? So I picked up this video somewhere in Taraba. This was not done by the Fulani terrorists. This was done by the Ebubeagu and the Nigerian military. It's a short clip to give you an idea. There are others. I'm going to just tell you about them. I can't share them with you. They are too graphic to be shared. And you know how they monitor me? I don't want to be off here anytime soon. Communities are destroyed by the Nigerian soldiers. As we are talking right now, they are everywhere, including River State. They said they are looking for the unknown gunmen, and they were burning people's properties, civilians, innocent people. They were killing them, raiding them and rounding them up, and in what can be classified and can officially be classified as a state-sponsored genocide. Is ongoing right now, which is being coordinated, ordered by the federal government of Nigeria, coordinated by the Nigerian army, and is being supervised. I mean, the direction and all of that being done and financed by the Igbo governors. Igbo governors sponsoring terrorists to kill their own people and display their body on the street to show the rest that they are now under siege. How can you put together a security force that is just, you said will protect the people, but they are now busy killing, kidnapping. They told us the reason why we should be worried of the ESN, Eastern Security Network, is because what if they turn around and they start, killing people? And they told them, are you that so condemned and destroyed by Nigeria that your PTSD has grown so worse, unnoticed by yourself, that you can point at people who, despite being vilified, killed right there, massacred, butchered, and assaulted right before our very eyes, and yet committed no single assault against anyone for years, who suddenly turn around and start endangering the lives of the people they pledged to die protecting? How does that make sense? We told you. They say, what if they become terrorists tomorrow? What if they start blah, blah, blah tomorrow? I told you. The same people who brought in the Fulani terrorists and gave them the map of everywhere in that part of the country, like every part of the country as we speak, the same people who harmed them, gave them guns and all of that, they are the same people called unknown gunmen. But many of you, I remember warning many of you repeatedly on Maiyegun's diary that stop rejoicing, stop celebrating something that is going to come back to haunt you, because celebrating unknown gunmen is like you endorsing the already perfected plan to implicate the Eastern Nigeria and our people, the Biafrans, before they start the program, the killings like they did in 69, that like they did in 67 to 70. I told you, there are people, there are so many injustices. People are already, they are the unknown gunmen. I told you, unknown gunmen that you call unknown gunmen, they are the Boko Haram that they have already implanted in Eastern Nigeria. Their job is to operate in what will trigger what is happening now, trigger a national anger. Why would you go and kill policemen? Why would you burn down police station? How easy is that to actually just walk in and kill policemen, kill soldiers, kill all these guys, take their guns, burn police station and all of that? How convenient to say, to do, when we all know that this is exact modus operandi of the Fulani terrorist. Is your PTSD that worse, that you can't see through the charade, see through the lies? But because, policemen have been killing innocent people. They are enemies of the people. Unknown gunmen, thank you. It is a setup, I told you then. And so many people are having the impression that unknown gunmen are actually those who are sympathetic to IPOB. They are not. And for those of you who fell for it, now you understand better, because that's exactly where they are going. Something to say, you keep policemen. Do you know they've killed, according to them now, they've killed close to 120 uniformed men in Eastern Nigeria in the last 1 year. Who are those killing them? Boko Haram members brought in by the Nigerian military, gave gun to, and they call them unknown gunmen. Their media continue to twist that. Their media planted unknown gunmen into your memory, into your psyche. And today, some of you have already given them the hashtag UGM. Thank you, UGM. Now look at what they are doing. That has paved way for them now to start killing the innocent people. You see their bodies on social media now. You see those you're seeing? You see those IPOB peaceful people they are arresting now. You see those people they are kidnapping. Those who are going missing right now. Your hashtag unknown gunmen, the endorsement of, kill all of them. You have fell into that trap. If you are one of them, you will know better in the days ahead. By the way, they broke into Owerri prison. They said IPOB did it. Within 4 hours, police IG said they should go and found the ESN members who broke into Owerri prison. We told the whole world, how possible is that for ESN that Opus Odinjo is hunting them every day. He's paying people to tell him where they are so that he can use them to massage his ego. He can display them on TV and say, yes, I told you I will crush IPOB, right? How could the same people walk straight into Owerri, into Owerri prison, federal prison, prison of Bokwari, and Opus Odinjo is living just 2 minutes next to the prison. Police headquarters is just 5 minutes from the prison. And these ESN members operated for 4.5 hours and nobody intervened, nobody, anything, nothing. And they said, okay, it's not ESN, it's another people. Some politicians did it. Some politicians, in fact, it doesn't make any sense. True, it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't make any sense. Never made anyone. And here we are. In Rivers State, they are hunting innocent people. Soldiers are there, shooting, killing, massacring them on the streets, daring everybody to do their worst because it's what they have been looking for. And when you look very well, you will realize that those who are in bed with those who want to kill us in Yoruba land, they are Yorubas. Those in bed with those who are massacring, kidnapping, assaulting, raping Igbo women, kidnapping and killing the young and old in Igbo land as we speak today, right now. Those who are harboring, who are actually keeping them, giving them their assignment, those who are housing them, they are Igbo people. They are Biafrans like you and like yourself. And I think those who are in the trenches knows better. I caught something from Taraba, a picture of what it is in today's Nigeria, especially if you come from the communities where Sharia is not your ruler. This will be your portion. Huh?
They go. Yem.
Don't run. Don't run.
My mother then. Don't worry. But you see one lazy man. Him, you all know. One picking when carry, no carry, no. All these women won't carry, no tire. We need to make the help. You won't tire.
That is like a normal thing now in most part of Nigeria now, okay? People have to move, on foot. They have to run for their own lives. Children, they have to run and trek miles. I'm talking about hundreds of miles away from their homes that they may never see again, ever. That's the situation. And to the oppressive DLC, let us gaslight the Igbos. They are the one behind it. Yesterday, the new police IG, or acting police IG, another Fulani terrorist in uniform, gave an order. Now that they have achieved the foundation of what they wanted to officially start the killings of the Igbos, and not just the Igbos. This is where some of you who have no idea that the saying that when they came for the where should I start from? When they came for the Jews, I looked away because I am not a Jew. When they came for the Muslims, I looked away because I'm not a Muslim. When they came for the Christians, well, I'm not a Christian, so I looked away, right? But when they finally came for those who don't have any belief, there was nobody to stand for me. There was nobody to defend me. they ended up having to take me too. They came for the people of Plateau, Jos. Many kept quiet because they are not from Jos. They came for the TV people, the people of Benue. Many people looked away. At least they are not from, They came for the Biafrans ferociously, criminally. They slaughtered, they killed in millions. You looked away. At least you are not a Biafran. So what's the big deal? Somebody said they came for the Hausas. You looked away because you are not from the Hausa land, right? Now, when they finally come for the Yorubas, we would have nobody, no one to speak for us. And that is why I keep telling people, we should all see ourselves as we are all Biafrans. Police IG made a declaration yesterday, and he said, and he commanded his entire force that they should go all out and commit human rights crimes, as in crime against humanity. They should go all out and kill every IPOB member or agitator, he called it. He said, all agitators, kill them, go for them, shoot them and kill them. If anybody reports you about human rights abuses, the report will come to my desk, and you know what I will do. I will trash it. Go out there and kill them. We have Yoruba agitators now. Do you know that? If you clap for them to go ahead and kill the Igbos, as they are doing right now, or you are continually looking away, do you know what's going to happen? Your brothers and sisters are also now agitators. Do you know that? Oh, you're going to want them to stop being agitators? Oh, no. Do you think IPOB members don't have family members who are telling them to stay away? Do you think they don't have family members who do tell them, some of them, that stay away, be careful, eh? They are looking away. Look at what is happening. When they come killing, when they come destroying, destruction, which is their own trade, their regular trademark, their regular trademark, that sorrow, tears, and blood, their regular trademark. They bring sorrow, tears, and blood, their regular trademark. That's what they bring. When they will come for Yoruba, they've been coming for us for so long. But for the first time, it seems that the control over what Yoruba think or do no longer lies in the hand of those political elites from Yoruba land. And that is a concern that should concern you. They will come for us too. It is a matter of time. Pa Akintoye was on Maiyegun's diary yesterday, and he was being diplomatical. Let me be clear about this. He said, Yorubas are peaceful with our campaign. And my friends, my Biafran friends, they were a little bit upset, some of them, and I can understand why. But let me break it down for you. Baba was just being diplomatic. It's now under their radar every now and then, continually repeating that the Oduduwa agitators are peaceful, It's just been diplomatic. The Biafrans have always been peaceful until the Nigerian government, Nigeria Buhari's government, pushed them to pick up arms. Even while they picked up arms, they are still peaceful. With Nigeria, they have not turned their guns on Nigeria. They are turning their guns on the terrorists that prompted the terrorist government in Nigeria to proscribe them and declare them a terrorist organization for defending themselves. They are still peaceful. Don't take that as a slight. Come on. In that same interview, Baba Akintoye told us, and he said, the unity that the Yorubas and the Biafrans and so many other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, the unity that we are forging, it might not be so strong as expected yet, but it is a good start that indeed we've all realized that we need ourselves. We need one another. The more we are, the better and easier for this to work. But that doesn't mean that we don't have our differences. Yes, we do. But when you look at those differences, they are debatable. They are likely going to be ego clash and all of that, dream clash and all of that. Yeah, sure. Maturity, history, experience, will see us through. Divide and rule, gaslighting, and all that stuff. This generation seems to be doing a very, very fantastic job in tackling that and then destroying that divide and rule, using our own voice to change the narrative. And that is something I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of. And we should all be using the media to enlighten ourselves, telling ourselves that, of course, we have our differences. These guys knows about our differences. They've used this against us for too long. How about we use our own differences to our own advantage? And that is where I stand. I'm going to open the line just for the sake of those who might want to chip in before I finally draw the curtains today. So if you are interested in chipping in a thing, meanwhile, guys, I have a report before I even start taking calls, okay? You know, Age Nigeria Foundation, our regular outreach foundation to the people who need us, especially the aged. You have heard about how they've destroyed their pensions in Nigeria. Old people have been abandoned, and then many of them, except for those who have their children on a retainer, who actually really still, meet up to take care of their old ones. I mean, their aged ones. But Age Nigeria Foundation is doing a lot. It's not just food. They're doing a lot in the area of medication. We're carrying out a regular test on these aged citizens that are, completely, neglected by the system that neglects everybody anyway, right? Age Nigeria Foundation reached out to me and they said, this May, they received a total of 25,000 naira from the Maiyeguns and friends, Maiyegun's Diary, Politico and friends, your donation. So if you are one of our donors, please, thank you very much. They got the money. But an organization that takes care of thousands of aged citizens from 3 different states in Yoruba land. I've got friends who have been so fantastic, who never really treat any of my call for help as a tribal thing, right? Age Nigeria Foundation, for those who have not heard about them, they made a video from the last support we sent to them. I want you to please reach out to them. This is May. Yes. If you have that capacity, as we always do, use that information on your screen. Help me reach out to them. The last time we reached out to them, this was what they sent back to us because we did so well. We raised over 600,000 naira for them in the month of April. And that went a long way. It really did go a long way. And I want to share this with you before I start taking calls. Please use this and reach out to them. Thank you.
It is the tradition of Age Nigeria Foundation to celebrate our elderly on international days, to be able to interact with their peers for the purpose of preventing loneliness and depression and be visible in our society. To celebrate them on World Health Day, the president of Age Nigerian Foundation engaged them with a lecture titled Preventive Health Care and Independence in Older Age. She also engaged them with wellness exercise, This we do regularly with other people to keep them active. Building a fairer, healthier world for other people is this year's theme by WHO, and it will be our guide on health for other people this year. Age, Nigerian Foundation, and other people in Odogbolu Ijebu, Ogiremo show a deep appreciation for your full support to our program. We sincerely appreciate Maiyegun General, Olushola Badero, and all his followers who donated to our food bank project in Odogbolu Ijebu, Ogiremo, Ijebu Ode, Abeokuta in Ogun State, and Lekki Orile in Lagos State. We supported over 250 other people with food box as we commemorate World Health Day on April 8 and 9 in Ogere and Odogbolu. Over 200 other people were served with hot meals as we hope to sustain meal on wheel for other people. Your old age will be more glorious. You will spend your old age in quality life. Thanks, and God bless you all for supporting Age Nigeria.
I love that. I actually love that. You know, reaching out to people that can never really pay you back. Do you get that? You know, helping people that you don't know, that don't even know you, but you know that your money is touching lives somewhere, and somebody is being grateful to God for using you. So you can help them if you want to. I've got friends who have been reaching out. This is me. I'm doing this late anyway, but yeah, we can still do something. Okay, send your own donation to them, and they will eventually keep account as usual. I've got a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are live. Your name?
My name is Paul.
Oh, Paul. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. And you, how are you doing?
I'm very well, bro. You are live, please.
Let me just make it a very brief one.
Thank you.
If you remember, like I can always, thank God, I was even happy when you mentioned that those that would try to gaslight their dictators, both on the Biafra side and on the Odudua side, are also sons and daughters of the same Biafra and sons and daughters of the same Odudua.
That's right.
Yes, which I also expressed to you that we need to focus on the enemies within. I've on your program. We need to focus on the enemies within. You see, the war we are fighting outside, whether we want to face the Hausas or the Fulanis or whatever, those wars are far less than what we are facing on the inside. They are eating us from within. And if we don't try to stop those, trust me, we will just be fighting a recurring war, because it will just be from going back to the drawing board. Let us restart. They will keep spoiling every plan, spoiling everything. We really need to find those people, locate those people, identify those people. I wasn't able to call, or you didn't really take call for Pabandi Akitoye yesterday.
I know. It was a messed connection and all of that, but yeah.
Yeah, the network, that's Nigeria for you. Everything is messed up. Network, even we that in the diaspora, many of us, when we try to call our relatives back home on WhatsApp or in any other form of even normal call, everything is just messed up. Nothing works. That's Nigeria for you.
It's a shame.
That was one of the questions I wanted to ask our father yesterday, that how are we going to deal with the enemies within? That is the most important war that we are fighting now. Let me give the others time to call.
Thank you so much, Paul. All right, people are listening.
Thank you very much,
and the people that matters too, they are also listening. Baba,
yeah.
We will deal with them. Thank you. I've got another caller. Hello. Oh, what happened? Hello. Hello.
Thank you.
Yima.
Hello. Hey, Baba.
Oh, finally, you made it today. It's been a battle, isn't it?
I've been in the back seat. I've just been watching you. I've been listening to people's comments. You know, say, I know they like make everybody, they always hear me. Make I hear other people too.
As well. That's right.
Brother, one thing, has anybody noticed Malamu's eyes when he's talking?
Well, people are.
He seems like a high person.
Right.
He seems like a high person. That guy in a quarter system of education, he doesn't have an idea of what the law is. How can you compare Igbo spare part seller to somebody who's bringing cows to our land and killing us? And is the spare part dealer raping your daughter, killing your people? He's doing his legitimate business. So I don't understand why Malami will come on national TV and be comparing a spare part seller to somebody who's bringing cows and misery down to us in the south. Look at the video you just showed this morning of the two people who are being chased away from Taraba.
That's right.
That was the first thing I woke up this morning. That was the first video I saw. How am I supposed to be happy? And then some idiots would come and tell me that we should be in one Nigeria. We should come together. Where are we coming together to? Thief land, and especially Benue, has no business with the North. We should move down to our cousins and nephews in the South and join them up. Let me not take up too much of your time today.
Thank you so much, yeah, that will be the third time you are using that statement. Let us move down south to our cousins and nephews there and unite with them. I like that. Thank you.
It's the only sensible thing to do.
Thank you. Let's take another one. Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Nice one. That's Jima there. Let's see. Hello.
Let us move down south. Hello.
Hello there. You are live. Your name?
My name is Tunde Oyedele.
Oh, Tunde Banshaw. You're live.
Yes.
That's a brother.
Thank you.
You finally called in today, Baba.
I just want.
You're live.
Yeah, I have to call in because I saw what Malami was saying today in the Punch newspaper. And just to buttress what the last caller said, this is just my.
Please go ahead. You are on.
So
yeah,
my advice would be to Biafrans, my Igbo brothers. I'm Yoruba, but then what Malami said today shouldn't be taken seriously. As a matter of fact, I don't see him as the Attorney General of Nigeria. He knows nothing about what the laws is or what should be the law. Yeah, imagine what the last caller said, comparing spare part sellers to cow herders who are killing people. It just shows you what sort of country these northern Fulanis are running in Nigeria. It shows you clearly what their agenda is. So my advice to Biafrans is this. Those people, honestly, not everybody from the north, but these people, these particularly Fulani-led government, they will do everything to put everybody in cages. So I'll advise Biafran people, continue with their program, continue to defend their people, continue to listen to Nnamdi Kanu because, nobody is going to save either Yoruba people or Igbo people from Nigeria except ourselves. And I think we are all in the right direction right now. So things like what Malami is saying is just to distract people away from the fact. Even non-Nigerians, Cameroonians, all over Africa, they know the situation in Nigeria. They tell us to our faces that, look, your country is in a mess. They know where we are, and they know what we need to do to fix it because it is Africa. We should be able to actually hold grip on something. We have held on to Odua Nation, and I think the fight is being taken all the length. Everybody that matters, apart from those thieving politicians, every other person that matters seems to be doing the right thing. We are going the right direction. We will keep waiting for them that attack they are doing, going to the east of Nigeria, attacking people, while they leave the actual terrorists, alone to carry on with their business.
Shielding them.
It's clear. Yeah, it's a clear handwriting on the wall. So
thank you, Baba.
I don't listen to people like Malami. They are not relevant. The struggle must continue, and we will watch Nigeria break up right in their faces. That is their fear, because they want to continue their crooked, corrupt ways. But that's going to stop.
Well,
the people are getting enlightened everywhere, and I must commend you for a good job you are doing, because this message has gone beyond where they think it would be. People are more enlightened. People are aware of what is happening around them. Imagine people traveling from Ijebu to Ibadan. They cannot travel peacefully without the fear of being kidnapped or
even
by hoodlums on the way. You know what I mean? What sort of country are we running?
Thank you so much, Baba. Yeah, let me take another call too. Thank you, Baba. Have a good one. That's a good one there, Banshaw. So I have another caller. Hello. You are live.
Hello,
if you can hear me. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clearly.
Thank
you very much for picking my call. I'm very, very happy to hear from you. May God bless you.
And you too.
Everything you lay your hand on will always be successful. Even after you've left the surface of the earth, your generation will never suffer.
Sure. Thank you so much. Your name, sir?
For security reasons, please, I will not be able to leave my name. But
all right,
I'm in
go
the
ahead.
UK.
Go on, sir.
Please, how can I reach you? I want to send you something very important, please.
You can use my email, which is the same thing.
Okay,
my first name, my second name at gmail.com. baderolushola@gmail.com. I can receive emails from that.
Olusola@gmail.com.
That's right.
You see, a caller said we have to deal with the people within. What I find out is the people within are either ignorant or they are hypocritical about the things that are happening. And since the North has adopted, what's it called? What this is Sharia.
Sharia, yeah.
And it is in what's it called, Arabic. And most people don't understand Arabic, and historically they have not looked at what has happened to either Christians, Jews, non-traditionally atheists in those type of what's it called, Sharia countries or Islamic countries. This is exactly the same pattern happening in Nigeria. They're coupled with the, would I say, arrogance of the Fulanis. Baba, it will continue to become bad day by day. And the only way is the best thing, break it up to save life. There's nothing anybody can do about it. And when we even have pattern army, as the miscommunication minister, you are even calling him, what's it called, communication? Me, I always call him miscommunication.
Miscommunication minister.
Yeah, the miscommunication minister. Then the jihadist, Bukwari. You see that, what's it called, Pastor Uruga is just by the way. What's it called? They always call him like a conductor or Baume, those type of things. So I understand everything that is happening. It is high time, what's it called, Dudua, Biafra, Midubet, and if possible, the Christians, the traditionalists in their state. That's why all those their businesses are being destroyed. They should just move down to the south. There is nothing they can do.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
let me affect everything. Thank you very much. So I'll send the material to you.
Sure, I'll be looking forward to your message. Okay, thank you. So I have another caller. Let's try and make it brief, please. Hello. I think we're having connection issue there. Let's see. The line is WhatsApp call. Okay, don't call through the normal line. It won't get through. Okay, just call the WhatsApp. I have another caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Maiyegun General. How are you?
Sir. Very well. Thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. I'm coming from South Africa. My name is Elechuku Obi.
Elechuku Obi. Now, you are live.
Yeah, I am. I know. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for what you are doing for we Southern people.
Thank you.
And I don't want to talk too much, but there's this thing I want to chip in, if it is possible. Let's start doing it. You see, these Southern people, whenever they want to do something, they don't say we are not East, we are not West. So I think it's time we Southerners, we start to saying we are Southerners. If possible, I don't know.
Of course, it is.
So that's the only thing I want to chip in. So thank you very much.
So we should always present ourselves as a block, even if we have to. I like that.
Instead of being splitting it south, east, southwest, or whatever. So because now you can see that we Southern are coming together now, and those Northern, they don't like it. They don't like it.
They don't. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I like that. Yeah, you have a good one. Okay, thanks, man. Bye. I have another caller. I think the connection is earlier. Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, great. I think I lost you the last time because of the connection stuff. So your name?
Victor.
Victor. You are live, sir.
Yes. Maiyegun.
Sir.
Maiyegun. Thanks for a job well done. My name is Victor and I'm calling from Sweden. I don't even know if I even connect. You don't understand. Maiyegun, the matter tire me. I don't know we are on the platform. I don't know we are one. Anytime you discuss Nigeria, you have this pain in your stomach. Everything is just. Yeah. You know, this interview that this guy spoke earlier about. I also watched it. I was walking, so I just had my thing on my mind. You know, when he came to this place where he said the cow thing, I was now wondering, how would you compare the spare part man that has a shop, if they pay tax, my mama a market woman. I know this kind of thing. You understand? They pay tax and they do all this kind of stuff. You know, okay, now you tell me, when did they come state to state to state? Who do they pay this tax to? More so, they go on people's farm, they eat their crop and everything. They don't, no compensation, no nothing. And I know they understand.
It is intentional. It is intentional. How can 17 people meet from different tribes, from different parts, and you singled out those who said spare part? Don't you see that it's intentional? It is deliberate.
This is I don't know it now. I want to talk. But Maiyegun, thanks for as a job well done. Maiyegun, you go touch everybody.
Thank you.
You don't understand.
Thank
Just
you.
You go touch them. Let me let other people talk.
Of course. Thank you so much, Victor. I appreciate that. Yeah. So you see, sometimes when they are talking, they don't know that there are people who are smarter and better than them. These are guys who talk to dumb people all the time. So they feel so intelligent and powerful. So they can face the media and talk nonsense. And when you start asking them, they say, hey, it's because you are against the North. Oh, it's because you don't like the Muslim. Hello. You said something that is so mad. Hello?
Yeah, Maiyegun.
Sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Victor. I'm actually the one commenting on the comment section right about now. You know, I was trying to listen to the conversation yesterday, the one we had with Professor Prof yesterday.
Yes.
But I was kind of a little bit pissed when he said that the way Biafra was going about the whole agitation, I mean that we are not going about it peacefully. I mean, I kind of became worried, you know. IPOB has been peaceful. And I need us to understand that very carefully because
very peaceful, I know.
Yeah, so whatever you see going on back home right about now, we are just trying to defend ourselves because we didn't take war to anybody. Or rather, what is going on back in our home right about now is that they are killing us. And the media is not talking about it. You heard what Malami said yesterday. So when you are dealing with people like this, tell me, how do we come out of that kind of situation? Those people are killing us. Those people don't like us. We say we want a referendum. They don't want to give us referendum. We say, okay, our elders, okay, restructure the country. They don't want to restructure the country. Then we say we want to leave. They don't want us to leave. Now we are talking about moving cow around. Are you not telling me that after cultivation and all of that, then cow will now come from only where they came from? Then they will come and disrupt what I have in the farm. What do you expect me to do? Then we are talking about cow. We are talking about food. The idiot is talking about spare parts in the northern country. So when you read his body language, you will see the hatred and bitterness.
Absolutely, no doubt.
We don't want to be part of that country. What are we going to do for them to get the message, Mayo? Even me, I was born in the north. I was born in Jos.
I mean, what else? My own worry is that what else would they want you to do as Igbo people in Nigeria to be considered as part of Nigeria? You are not considered as part of Nigeria. You are not allowed to leave Nigeria. And yet you don't know what you need to do to actually be part or be out.
The whole thing is, even as I speak to you, these Fulani terrorists, they are saying that they are what they call them. My dad was actually attacked. As I speak to you now, the man has only one leg.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling the truth. So now we the Igbos or we the Biafrans say we don't want to be part of that country. And look at what Malami was. In fact, with what Prof said yesterday, then now tuning again to channels and I heard what that man said. What the hell is going on? I mean, we want out of this. Look at how they are killing us in Imo State right about now. Look at how they are killing us. You need to educate your people. IPOB, we are peaceful. But
see, let me quickly add something too. Let me add something quickly, Victor.
Blood for blood.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Victor, thank you so much for that position. Okay, and I am not somebody who actually look away on something like that. All right, and I don't shy away from. Correct. But I'm also somebody who let people speak their mind, as long as they are responsible for what they say. Do you get that now? Now, when it comes to perception, right, or what people can say, you have little control over that. When you try to make effort to try to say, okay, maybe this is what he meant and all of that, then you're actually going to be making it worse. My people know that we don't have any prejudice against the Igbos. None of them is dangerous enough. Yes, you can talk about rivalry, ego, and all of that. Yes, we have all these clashes, but none of them is dangerous. None of them is dangerous to ourselves. Do you get that now? And that's how I want everybody to see it. Okay. Yes, we may have our prejudices against one another, but one thing you should know is that between Yorubas and Igbos, none of those prejudices is dangerous to kill ourselves. None of them is in intention of killing ourselves. And that other prejudices that we don't like people saying, right? As time goes by, we will bridge that gap. But let's not miss the point that Igbos may be rival to Yorubas. Yorubas may be rivals to Igbos.
Like I say,
but none of them is dangerous to start a war.
One of my sisters actually addressed the issue here because when I was coming to she addressed me and I can't. But then I want to check what do Nigeria want from us, the Biafrans? We don't want to be part of the system.
I know.
Then I'm killing us.
I know. Thanks, Victor. I actually love what you raised today. I love that somebody finally came on the call to say it. I've been reading the comments since yesterday, and I'm happy that you came on. Thank you. Okay, Victor.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let me take another call.
Right,
okay, thank you.
All right.
The reason why I choose to quickly add that in that portion is that I am not going to sit before you right here and start telling you, making it look like it's just the Igbos and Yorubas. We are so peaceful. We are and all of no. Don't let us paint a wrong picture. We have our rivalries. Okay, all these rivalries are competition about we can do this better or we can do that or you can't do that. None of them is dangerous enough for us to start threatening ourselves to kill ourselves. A Fulani terrorist will threaten you and probably brag about how powerful he is and how much he can actually chop off your head if you say anything against his prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or you say something about his Allah. Do you get what I mean now? The rivalry between Igbos and Yorubas is competition for excellence. We can do it better. No, you can't do it better. Oh, you cannot do this and that. But if we talk about the vices from each tribe or everyone, we all have our vices. Okay? But when you look at what can actually unite us, form a very strong front and bond, then you realize that none of our rivalries is dangerous enough to cause us a war. Yorubas and Igbos have never have to fight a war, ever. You know that. Hello. Hello, my brother, sir.
This is Righteous calling from Germany.
Righteous from Germany. How are you this afternoon?
I'm fine, thank you. I want to appreciate what you're doing. The China is my brother.
Thank you.
This Nigeria matter, not only one person will come for it. Most times when I listen to the way people analyze this whole situation, sometimes it looks like you want to make you just sick. There was a point I was doing like, I don't want to listen to any news, anything that has to do with Nigeria. I don't just want to affirm myself with it. But sometimes you still get the attention. You see, something will still have to draw your attention because they are already part of the system. Just imagine what this man was saying, Malami, comparing spare parts, the Igbo with the spare parts and the useless cow, whatever. You can imagine, and this is the reason why the president does not even know what he's doing, because the people surrounding him are useless. Now I can see where the problem is really coming from. Because you're gonna expect somebody advising the president to have this kind of mentality, and you want the president, even the president is useless, the people working together are useless, there are a whole bunch of useless people there. The only way this country can work, if this people can go.
I mean,
but if they cannot go, let them divide the country. It can't be this one now.
It's a shame, Baba. They are forcing it on everybody, and then they're asking you not to ask questions. And when you ask questions, they say it's against the North, and you're like, really? Protection of my lives and properties by myself is against the North? How?
See, I wish. Sometimes I would wish if to say these people and say maybe I see that trend within this area is definitely. Because they're not human beings. They're not feeling what the ordinary man or ordinary man is feeling. This is terrible. I have some friends that are military. Sometimes there are things they send to me. I was like, this thing for Nigeria. I don't say, oh boy, if everything entire news is doing this, everything is for all these things won't be seen. The entire news, Nigeria will don't stay upside down. Not everything is entire news. So you can imagine what is happening in that country. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Thank you so much, Righteous. Let me take another call, all right? Thank you very much. I've got another one. I think we have a lot of people who wants to phone in this afternoon, right? But all of us won't be making it to the program. So, hello.
Hello, MG.
Sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Is V from Birmingham.
Say that again, sorry.
Zig from Birmingham.
Zig from Birmingham, yeah. So,
United Kingdom.
Yeah, from England. You are live, sir.
Okay, MG. Sorry, I just want to contribute on this.
Please.
This interview about Malami, I don't know if you have watched it and see what they've been talking about, There is something in that interview. We are saying Malami. Yeah? The Shegun, the person that doing that interview.
Shegun.
Shegun, yeah. There's a lot of things going on. I don't know. I know you can do that job better. These our journalists, they are part of this problem, my brother. They are part of this problem. If you listen to that interview, even when Shegun asked that Malami about injustice, how can people be together with the level of injustice in Nigeria? Malami just sit well and say, okay, explain to me what kind of that injustice. This man just shy away from the question he's asking Malami and go jump into restructuring. Yeah, he just shy away. He can't even defend a question he want to throw out. Okay, that's one in one part. Going to the restructuring again, he can't even stand this Malami. It's like somebody that is under duress. That if you say anything, I'm gonna kill you. Don't just say a word. Okay, now they are selling another how can I say it? Another version that southern governors ban open grazing. They ban open grazing. They don't ban movement of people because Malami was saying, how can you ban movement of people in our constitution? They say open grazing, and they keep on saying, take your nama, put inside trailer, drive it to the east, sell anything you want to sell, do your business. People that living in the bush, come out in the city and live, rent a house like a Yoruba man doing in east or in north, or like an Igbo man doing. But they change the narrative.
They continue
now look at what they say. People are buying this idea. Nobody's asking questions. Even the governors, our certain government, they can't even come out now and say, look, this is not what we are saying. I know there's some certain comments, you don't even need to pay attention on it. That's true. But the narrative they are selling to people now is just bullshit.
And it's gaining ground.
People,
you know that it is gaining ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Look, the narrative is so bad that they're saying they're banning movement, freedom of movement of people. Who banned freedom of movement of people? Who banned? Nobody banned. They said we ban movement of cattle. Cattle is not human being. Cattle is an animal. You can't bring a lion inside the city. And you know what I mean? They banned cattle. Yeah, brother. So that's what I want to contribute.
Thank you very much.
Let them just
go on.
Yeah. Just if you can help with this, our MG General, you know, the Maiyegun. Just you have to let these people know what is going on, bro.
That's why I keep turning on my camera all the time, trying to let people see through the lies they are pushing, because people can, you know, sometimes innocently take in opinions of these guys. But when you punctuate them for them, when you punch these old lies, people get to see through that and say, well, he's talking rubbish. And that's what we've been doing. Is that not? And that is how we make them more powerless.
You've been doing a great job anyway.
You see where he planted that divide and rule stuff. 17 governors met, and you pick the ones from the Igbo land. You pick them out. It is deliberate. It's intentional.
People that represent their people.
It's intentional.
Governors that represent their people. The people elect them. And they're going for what the people demand. This cows. Look at Nigeria, man.
It's a shame, man. I know.
Why are they talking about cows 2021, bro?
2021. We are talking about cows. People are talking about cryptocurrency. We are talking about cowtocurrency, Baba. Continue watching. Let me take another call.
All right, bro.
So it's a shame that is so beyond what people can imagine, that when you begin to imagine it, you just feel like, I might not running mad, I'm actually thinking this. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Maiyegun, my own point on this issue is one of my brother, Yoruba brother, that called in earlier, saying enemy within. You know, there was this program I watched yesterday about Gani Adams.
Right.
If you can sense it properly, you will see a sign of hypocritical in there. Because we can't continue to be living this way. If we have ambition, this is where we are going. Either Sunday Igboho is the one activating these things, is the one in the front. Yoruba say something like Agbajo Olafin Soya.
That's right.
It could be a small boy to Gani Adams, but we have to support him. So he might not have the capacity of leading at that point of the moment. But when Sunday Igboho has been there, we have to support him and do the. But all of this in the back.
Tell me about it, sir. Tell me about it. What's that all about?
Yeah, it was
Gani Adams
about,
and Sunday.
Gani Adams was saying something about Sunday Igboho is now it's just playing like a drama. It's right now what he's doing is like camouflaging, like how does he use this word? He used the word like somebody that is playing, like he's playing a toy. Like when it was in own time, how he fight for the movement is not the way he's doing it. He should come and learn how to do it, which was totally wrong. You know? And Sunday Igboho go back at him at the same time, like, yeah, we are doing a comedian, something like a comedian. Yeah, we are going to use this comedian ways to get what we want. So if you can get the video,
something brewing, then I'm going to follow it up. I'm going to follow it up.
Yeah,
it's going to be a storm in a teacup. It's still part of the ego massaging stuff, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
But they shouldn't bring it to the public. That's what we tell them. They shouldn't bring that to the public.
To be honest, it shouldn't be like that. You can call your boy. Yeah, Sunday will come over. Where you started there. So where are we moving to now? Then we can just do everything together. We are going to the same destination.
Yes.
You know.
We'll work on that. Yeah,
so
thank you for bringing that to my attention. I have a program later tonight, and I'm working on bringing Koiki and Sunday Igboho to Maiyegun's Diary Politico, the two of them. So we'll figure it out. I reached out to Are Onokakan for himself. I tried to bring him on Maiyegun's Diary, but it seems to be kind of, well, I don't know. He said I should keep in touch. For now, it doesn't want to appear on the program. But, well, I'll keep trying. But I'll say we will figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. We'll sort it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
You have a good one. Yeah. Bye-bye. I'm going to take my last call now before I go out. So, hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Maiyegun.
Hello. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Kenneth Maiyegun. I'm calling from London.
Ken from London. You are live now, sir.
Yeah. Yes. I've been following you. Anyway, I spoke to you last time. You know, when you came for chest Buhari back to Nigeria.
Were you in that place? Were you, or did you, were you at that place Sunday?
No, I wasn't, but I spoke with you.
I actually wanted to hug this microphone. Like, okay, I'm sorry I couldn't see you now, but well, good enough. You know.
You are great, Maiyegun.
Thank you.
You are great, and I'm so happy about the development now. This alliance between the Biafrans and the Oduduwas.
Thank you.
And by the grace of God, this our nations, our two nations will emerge sooner or later.
Sooner the better, I would say.
You know, yes, sooner the better. You know, these Fulani people, they think that we are fools, you know, because there are few sophisticated morons among us who are dancing to their tune. So because of that, they think they can take us for a ride. You know? Look at that Malami or whatever they call it.
Malamu, senior advocate of Nama. He's a son. Do you know that? He's a son, oh. You know, he's a son like Keyamo, Otobo Keyamo. So we call him.
Imagine?
Yeah, he's they call him a senior advocate of the Nama, a senior advocate of Nama.
Of the Nama, exactly. You know, look at people that make fun in Nigeria when there are intellectuals, but because of where they come from or because of the way they criticize the system, they won't even look at them. You know, okay, you say, oh, but okay, let's assume now that this spare parts is talking about. If all the spare parts dealers in the north decide to relocate from the north to south.
To the east, exactly.
To south. That's to south, you know.
To the south, yeah.
Their vehicles, won't they travel to south to buy spare parts to repair their vehicles?
Maybe they will start a business.
Do they know how to do it? Even if they can, if they have to go and buy it from Niger, they will travel. If they have to buy it in Cameroon, they will travel. And when they go to, they will still meet the Southerners doing that business. If they go to Cameroon, it is still the Southerners who are doing the business.
I actually like that. I never thought about that, right? You are so right.
But it's true. It's true.
I know, you are so right that if they chase them from their north, and they will never, they don't want to come to the south. Let's say they abandon us in the south, right? When they go to Niger, they will meet Emeka, Spare Parts, and Son. Emeka and Sons. When they go to Chad, they will see Okechukwu and Sons, Spare Parts, and everything. And the same people, they...
No. This is the fact, you know. For these people, because they have this sophisticated morons, they use money to buy, you know, they think that they have everything. But by the grace of God, they have made their Waterloo. This time around, you know, they have made their Waterloo. The only thing is, Oduduwas must rally around the Igbo. People should stop talking. I mean, there is nothing God cannot do. God can use an illiterate who didn't go to school to achieve what he wants to achieve. So the professors, the whatever, should queue behind the Igbo. Through Igbo, the Oduduwa nation will be achieved.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. I love your program, and you don't know how. Like if I'm not watching it live now, I will watch it. Oh my word, Maiyegun, you are too much. You are too much.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got so many of you like that, and that's the only reason why I keep turning on my camera, and it will get better. Thank you so much.
You are too much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Okay.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, that will be my last caller.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun #1.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in today, who phoned in as well. Remember, this is our daytime broadcast. If you really enjoy watching Maiyegun, you should give me that thumb up, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Before you leave that video, give me that thumb up under that video. Even if you want to give me a thumb down, it is called engagement. Do it, even if you don't like what you have watched. To all my callers, you guys have been great. I love it. Opinions, views, it means that I've got people, real people who are following Maiyegun's diary, and you are one of them. I need to stay, subscribe, click on the notification, set all notification on. You won't miss anything. I'm going to be back later this evening. If you have the time, you can join me. I'm going to start from 9 p.m. tonight. Until then, remember, nobody can gaslight anybody. Their divide and rule tactic is gone. Foolish people cannot continue to fool those of us who believe that we are more intelligent than them, smarter than them. Yes. And as for the defense of the southern Nigeria, that unanimous decision is coming soon. It will come sooner than you can imagine. And the likes of Malamu and the rest of those quota system products, they will no longer rule over you. And once you begin to see that it is an aberration, that they are ruling over you, making decisions for you, and here you are dealing with the consequences of their decisions and actions, okay? A time is coming very soon. These criminals you see today, you will see them no more. If you believe, tell your neighbor again, it is a game over. We are just waiting for the final whistle. Until then, stay safe and continue to watch Maiyegun's diary, Politico. To my friends who are going to reach out to Age Nigeria Foundation, remember, this is their May project. It's coming so late. I take responsibility for that. I should have really asked you, because I know those who personally send me messages to say, Maiyegun, where is that details for the Age Nigeria Foundation? I couldn't know where I left. I kept it the last time I sent them my donation, and I had to forward it to people. Now you have it on your screen. Screenshot this video, save the video. Now you can even use it for your own screensaver. It's my face. Let me smile. Yes. And whenever you reach out to them, remember, use that reference to say Maiyegun fans support. Okay. When you do that, they will know it's coming from you, and they will give us report of how many of us who reached out to them. Reach out today, and you will be touching more than just a life. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you some other time. Good afternoon.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì.